Hi guys, my name is Claire Burley. I am a rower and I currently row full-time for the Hong Kong national squad. So the guys at Motion Rivalry have allowed me exclusive access to test their newest device, Reach. It's a multi-sport training tool for athletes. So for me as a rower, I'd be using this on the water to, track my distance and track my stroke rate, but also it has a GPS function which I can use for cycling and which will allow me to basically follow a map and track my rides as well. So what I have here is currently a prototype and it's not the final production model, but it was really cool to kind of just see what they're creating and how it has helped my training. In this video, I'm going to be discussing kind of how I use it in my training, the general use of the device, and basically a little bit of feedback as well, and my overall conclusion of the current prototype as it is. So one of the things I really like about the Reach is that they're basically trying to cover athletes who do multiple sports. So for me as a rower who also enjoys cycling, and I know there are many rowers out there who also enjoy cycling, I have, a lot of different computers and like speed coaches and all of this kind of stuff to use on the water and also then switch to use on my bike. And so what Motion Rivalry are trying to do with Reach is actually they're trying to be able to put multiple sports into one device. So as you can see right here, there is a few different sports functions. For now, they've, kindly just enabled the cycling and the rowing function for me. So kind of the problem that they're trying to solve is really cool and really appealing to me. At the time of making this current review, unfortunately the weather hasn't really allowed me to get out on my bike to test it, but I'm gonna also discuss kind of like the functions and how it's used for cycling as well as rowing. The device itself is super easy to set up. Because I'm out on the water every day, I was able to kind of get out and test this on the water. I really like the layout of it. It's been super easy to use, super easy to read. Everything is really clear. I really found that the visibility of the screen was good. Like you can see here that you can see everything, stroke rate, power, distance per stroke, the time. Also, one of the really unique things about this, which not many other devices or any other devices have, is that they've actually put an LED light strip down at the bottom here, which has basically like a breathing effect, and it syncs to your target stroke rate. So if it's red, it's below your stroke rate, blue, it's kind of getting close to your stroke rate, and then green is when you're on your target stroke rate. I was also able to test this out on one of my kind of harder sessions where I was doing upgrading pieces. It was really easy to kind of make sure that I was staying on target and staying onto my target rates as well. Overall, because the weather hasn't been that great recently, I have been able to test it out in different kind of conditions and it's fared super well. Like I've not had many major issues with it at all. So whilst I've not been able to get out and cycle with it yet, I have been able to kind of look at the functions and kind of get to know what the functions are for cycling as well. Plus I can see a full map on it, and it does have one of my routes actually pre-uploaded onto it. So I am looking forward to the day when I can actually do that and test it out. Cool things about this is that LED light, which it shows you when you're getting to your target speed. So this is good for cyclists who want to maintain a cadence and a speed on their training cycles. It adds kind of this visual cue without having to worry so much about looking at the numbers or anything. So the data review as well is super easy to access. I can go back and look at all of the different workouts I've done with the device. I can look at my speed. I can look at my strokes per minute, my split, and like my average distance per stroke, which is actually something I personally like to look at quite a lot. And there's also a post-workout summary that does pop up after you finish your session as well, which does allow you to quickly review your workout too. So overall, for me, whilst I was using it, I really liked kind of the ease of use of it. The functions are super clear. I was able to really see the metrics and stuff of my training whilst doing the training. I'm excited obviously to see how it works out on my cycle when I do eventually get to do that. And I think one of the things I really liked about the Reach is that it gives you feedback in multiple ways. So of course you've got all of your training data on the screen, but I feel like that LED light strip really gives you that extra bit of feedback, especially as somebody who's very visual. So rather than constantly looking down to check your target, you've got a really easy color-coded visual cue that basically removes you having to constantly check the numbers and everything like that, and that really helps you stay focused on the session. So since this is an engineering prototype, I do think there are things that they can build on, which are very minor tweaks. Like, I think the LED light could be a bit brighter. For me personally, I found that it was a little bit harder to see, especially when it was very bright outside or if I was wearing my sunglasses. I think they could add an extra level of allowing to record certain workouts, like for rowing, just being able to record different types of like pieces and things like that, which I'm sure that is something that they can easily add on to it. So my overall experience with the device is really cool. I definitely am going to be using it more, and again, as I said, I'm really looking forward to using it when the weather gets good enough for me to go out on a bike ride. Again, just a reminder that this is an engineering prototype. I do think when the final product does come out, it will be really good suited to multi-sport athletes. But if you guys are interested in this and it's maybe something that you think you would use as well, I highly recommend that you follow Motion Rival's Kickstarter campaign to basically just get more updates on the device.